Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
The Wall Street Journal out with a new report showing that SEC fines have fallen to their lowest level in 4 years. Last year, total penalties fell by 15.5%. Total cases were down 17%. Are regulators starting to loosen up on Wall Street? Joining us to discuss is Jacob Frenkel, who's a former senior counsel at the SEC Division of Enforcement, along with Harvey Pitt, who's the former SEC chairman. Welcome to you both. Jacob, what do you think is going on here? Is this an alarming trend, or what do you read into it?
I think it's premature to figure out what these numbers actually mean, because what we're really seeing right now is still the tail end of the ongoing investigations from 2015, 2016. I don't think that we're really going to get a sense as to whether there is any type of sea change until 2018 and 2019. The only other point I want to make is that there was a Supreme Court decision that came out earlier this year that attaches a 5-year statute of limitations to disgorgement. The SEC's enforcement leadership has acknowledged that's going to force them to accelerate their timetable in investigations. So we'll get a pretty good pulse, in the coming months, and certainly 18 months, as to whether there is going to be a sea change in the stats. But right now, we're really looking at legacy cases. It's too early to tell, and to me, these statistics mean absolutely nothing.
All right, Mr. Chairman, do you think the SEC is shirking its mandate here?
No, I think that the statistics are very speculative, and they prove the ancient wisdom that statistics are like bikinis. What they reveal is interesting, but what they hide is essential. These figures are not official. They don't track all of the cases, and they basically reflect past activities, not the activities of the current leadership at the SEC.
Although, Harvey, I wonder if the current leadership of the SEC would look at the same numbers and say, well, yes, that's right. We're basically letting business be business, and we're only pursuing those cases where we think there's been genuine harm or something like that. In other words, is it not in the sort of lighter regulatory mode of this administration to perhaps be a little more selective in the enforcement actions?
No, I think, in fact, it's the opposite. If you cut back on a more detailed regulation, that provides a more ample ground for enforcement actions, and people have to toe the mark. So I think that none of this reflects a change in policy. It just reflects the fact that the numbers are the numbers, and the SEC cannot manufacture cases.
And Mr. Frenkel, I know you also think it's too early to tell, but what is the reason why this drop, if we just take it at face value, has happened? Is it, again, a policy move? Is it a personnel issue? What do you think is going on here?
I really think it's none of the above. I think it's really a function of what was in the pipeline. I mean, there was a real rush to bring a lot of Foreign Corrupt Practices Act cases at the end of last year. I mean, there were 5 between inauguration and December 31. There were 6 between January 1 and Inauguration Day. In fact, in the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act space specifically, the Commission obtained its largest disgorgement and interest payment in September of this year under the new administration making those decisions in the past 2 years. So I really think it's a function of what cases are being worked on, how long it takes to work them, and what the and what is in the pipeline. There is some reprioritization going on. We know about the cryptocurrency investigations. So I do think when you have a change of administration, you do get some change of priorities. But I really make nothing of these numbers, and I think that Steve Pekin and Stephanie Avakian, the co-chairs of the Enforcement Division, are really committed to maintaining a robust enforcement program that sends deterrent messages.
It's something to watch. Guys, thank you for now. Jacob Frenkel, Harvey Pitt joining us to talk about what's going on over there at the SEC.